Brandon, being a fresh face on this defense, what do you expect the identity of this defense to be heading into this season?
I think it was kudos to them last year, just the way that they were able to overcome adversity early on in the season and ended up being one of the top-ranked defenses. So now being a part of that, it's something that we're able to grow on now this year and definitely headed in the right direction.
Hey, Brandon, just from a communication standpoint, obviously you weren't here last year, but there's new inside linebackers working next to Alex. You've got new faces in the secondary. So what was that process like sort of during the offseason program, and how do you pick up fast there, I guess, as camp starts?
Yeah, it's really a big benefit of having OTAs. You get around all the guys. Everybody ends up showing up, and football is football at the end of the day, and there's different ways. Obviously, terminology is going to be different when you're in a new defense. But just the amount of work that we put in from meetings, being able to go through walkthroughs, and then that transition, making it to practice, you could just really tell that guys are locked in and confident by the way, how vocal they are, how confident they are, and always ready for the next step, especially in my position. That's always a huge thing. It's easy to get lined up, but then the hardest thing is, okay, what happens next? So that's always a thought process in my head. I'm trying to keep guys and make guys aware that, if this happens, like, get ready for this, just to put everybody's mind at ease.
Baron Browning was talking this offseason about when you play here, you feel the standard that there is defensively, whether it goes back to the 70s or guys on the Super Bowl team, Super Bowl 50. How much do you guys kind of embrace this organization having that history of defense and take it upon yourself to, if it is a young quarterback early in the year, to kind of set the tone defensively?
Yeah, I think it's one of those things that's kind of understood here, which coming into a new team, I didn't know. I know how I am, and I'm going 110 miles an hour every single play, all day, every day. And the fact that I was seeing D linemen, like everybody matching me, like everybody meeting to the ball, usually that's something, especially early on in OTAs, that's something that the coaches have to instill in people and say, hey, guys, like, no loafing. Everybody run to the ball. Like, that didn't even have to be brought up. Like, we're young, everybody's full of juice, full of energy, and just super fun. I think when people lose sight of, the fun aspect, because it is a job, but when you have fun, when you're having fun, it's when you're playing your best football, being able to fly around, trust everybody, and just makes everything a lot easier.
Hey, on your right, Brandon Cristal from KOA. I'm curious, now that you're trying to replace Justin Simmons, but do you understand, I guess, sort of the shoes you're stepping into and the way that fans are going to look at it, and I guess what kind of added pressure, if any, is there, knowing you're coming in, for a guy that was here for so long?
Yeah, definitely. He's one of the best to do it, in my opinion. He had, I don't know, y'all probably know the numbers better than me, over 30 interceptions in his career here, which is super impressive. And like I said during OTAs, I got a chance to meet him. Super nice guy, super humble. So it definitely is some shoes to fill, but I kind of look at it as like a new journey and kind of a new road, being able to pay for myself, because throughout my career I've always been labeled as only being able to do a certain amount of things. And with this opportunity, I think I'm able to show how versatile I can be and how I can do a lot of different other things and kind of branch out from being labeled as one thing and a guy that could do everything.
Brandon, Troy Rink from the Denver Post. The team has transitioned and got younger at some positions. We hear of the disadvantages of youth. What are the advantages of a younger team in your mind? And are you aware of the external low expectations? Is that any type of motivating force for this group?
I would say from a young team standpoint, I've been a part of a young team. My rookie year in Miami, we were super young. I think we had like 1 or 2 players over 30. So it's not foreign territory for me. The biggest difference is just the eagerness to learn. I think when guys are young, everybody is trying to excel and be perfect and do everything the right way, which is good. And then also people, especially myself, when stuff doesn't go your way, you get upset and you want to make it to where whatever happened, you make sure it never happens again. And I think everybody has had that mindset from what I've seen being here. And like I've always brought up, just the juice and energy. Obviously that comes with youth, being younger. But everybody's just super eager to learn. Everybody's itching to be on the field tomorrow. So it's just really exciting to be here.
motivated by the external lower expectations?
It's never really fazed me, honestly. We are going to be in control of how good or how not good that we do this season. I think everybody's aware of that. You can't really focus on the stuff that you can't control. We can't control how we're going to be playing in Week 15. Like what we can control is how we go out there and practice tomorrow and continuously to get better each day.
Brendan, Nick Kosmider with The Athletic. Have you been able to kind of formulate an idea to this point after OTAs and going into camp as to what you get to do differently as a safety in this defense? Like, is there going to be anything about your game that is just opened up a little bit more by this particular scheme going forward?
I would say I've always been known to be like a box safety. And with this scheme and with this opportunity that the Broncos have given me, I'm going to have a lot more freedom to, be in the middle of the field, still being able to blitz, be a box safety, but truly be able to be versatile. I think, throughout my career, I've had certain situations to where I would be in certain games I wouldn't. And now this time, I think it's just a very broad variety of situations that I'll get to be in that I usually haven't been in my career, but I'm excited because I know, what I'm capable of doing and excited to get that opportunity.
Brandon, Susie Wargin from KOA. I know you haven't been here too long, but a lot of guys that come from other teams will be impressed with the organization and the way the fans are here. Have you gotten a feel for what it's like being a part of the Broncos here in Denver, and what has maybe impressed you, aside from maybe sea level to elevation?
Yeah, obviously the weather is a huge plus. I think it's a little new for me because we play in football. We wear helmets, and especially on defense. Like we don't get as much exposure as guys on offense, like the quarterback and receivers and stuff. And I'll walk around here and people notice me, and it's a lot different, but it is really cool, and it just shows you that there's a lot of diehards here. I think I saw something about it's the season is already sold out for however many years, 10 plus years or so. So yeah, it's definitely a lot of diehard fans. I'm really excited to be in front of them, display what I can do and what we are going to be learning and improving on during training camp and getting ready for the season.